They always have the ability to disconnect in their minds, right? In their hearts. We're all connected in our hearts, but it would be a thought process that others were trying to bring through, saying, if you don't agree with me, we have problems. Okay? Because she is working with certain souls online in various vibrations who are utilizing that kind of vision. Either you agree with me or you're out of my life. You either agree with me or I discard you. You either agree with me or I come down hard upon your heart. And I tell you what I think about you as a person. She's had to deal with that. And then she said, that's why I have to disconnect from certain souls online. Okay? And we're not talking about anyone that's on the screen right now. It's more like, scrolling through TikTok or Twitter. And sometimes their souls are beautiful always, but you're vibrating in the negativity that many are placing out on this plane for various reasons. We're not going to say whether or not it's justified or it's all beautiful for everybody. But when you go through this process, you might want to lift yourself up a little bit first before you go into that vision of, let me just, intake all kinds of negativity and assume that all is well on the soul level. It is, because there are souls who know how to vibrate in that idea that I can handle the political ideology realm. I just don't really want to be with those souls who think they have it all figured out. Okay? What we would recommend is for those souls who are thinking, what does this have to do with the idea, is it worth it? It depends on each and every soul to determine for themselves if they themselves would want that vision placed upon their own heart. If you want your vision forced upon another, would you want their vision forced upon you? That usually discards many people because they're thinking, but this is for the benefit of society. This is where the idea of those who are saying we are a united force of democracy, for those in this country who would say, yes, we're here to highlight the idea that we're all supposed to have a say in how we are to be. And others are saying, but no, this is about this plane and not the next realm of love. And so people are very worried about what the next realm of love is going to hold for them. And so others are saying, in order for you to make it, you need to believe in this way, or I need you to understand my point of view. This is where people often go. I need you to understand my point of view. And if you understand someone's point of view and you don't agree with it, are you able to disagree gently and say, okay, let's agree to disagree? It's those who say absolutely not that then you can kind of come to a head with, and you can say, okay, is it absolutely necessary for me to create with this person? Or they could just let it go and understand that all is forgiven. And that is why Brenda does that vision. I've already forgiven you. I just don't need to sit there and deal with you in the same way in which we created. We don't have to recreate our pain. And those who say they want to because they want a different outcome, that's for them to understand why they would need to have that kind of vision. As souls, we have an ability to create with those who want to lift others up rather than despair others into depression. Okay, that's why Brenda says when I create programs, it is in the vision of, can we create better experiences, not only for ourselves, but others. And what that means is that those we choose to create with can come along for the ride, or they can remain silent and neutral and say, I'm going to see how your program works out first before I decide to come on board. It doesn't mean that there aren't things that we can work on to enhance our journeys as well. So with that, I want to say thank you for watching. And as Brenda would say, stay curious, wise, and soulful. Have a wonderful day.